So we said we're going to look at campaigns. Now, if you remember, a campaign is you creating an email, like an ad hoc email. So it's a one-off thing that you can send to your lists and of people. So we're going to go in campaign, and at the very, very top, you'll see create a campaign. Big blue button. You click that, and then it's going to say campaign name. This is what you're going to call it, that you know what it is.
And do people see this?
No, just you. This is your own name for it. Okay, so I'm going to say test. Now you've got these things you can do. Most of the time, you just want to do standard. You can automate, but if you're going to do the automation, you'll go for the automation section. Here, you've got an autoresponder. That's just saying that somebody's... I don't see the point in that, because somebody kind of subscribes to your list, and then they say, oh, you've subscribed. Well, you're going to start doing that through your automation anyway. And then you've got split testing if you want to do it. You've got the trigger. So, for example, if you've got blog posts and things, you can have it where your blog post can go into emails and get sent out from your website. And here you can also have the database. So if you gather information on people's birthdays and anniversaries, you can create a campaign around that to send out. So we're just going to go standard. So it says here, a regular one-time email campaign. So you click it, and then you go and click next. And then it's going to ask you, if you've created your lists, what it'll do, it'll show you your lists. And it's saying, who do you want to send it to, basically, out your lists. So if you tick the top box, it's going to select all of your lists to send to, or you can actually select who you want to send this to. So like I said, if you've created a list of prospects, customers, main list, you can choose however you want to send those across to people. So if we just choose one list at the minute on mine, all you do again is click next. And then you come to what they call the templates. This is where you can either build a whole brand new email from scratch, or you've got lots of different templates that you can use as a base to start creating. Now, the way we do it is once we kind of create, we started from scratch, so you can see here there's one of our templates here. Just there, just an image, very, very simple, and the rest of it. But you can create it however you want to create it. So you've got a big selection, look at all these pages here, that you can go through and choose which one you like the look of. So there's great ones there. So if you're doing an offer, you might want to choose a different type of email. If it's just, you can create your own and put your own images in there. You can do all kinds of things. Sometimes we find with emails, just having an email with nothing actually on it, just as an email, can get good traction because people see it as, rather than a promotionally type of email, they'll see it as like, oh, it's an email, you've emailed me. Rather than, oh, this is, a business email. So here, this is where you can select different templates. You can build your own. When you start creating your own, it'll actually save them. So here in this little, it says templates, next to it says past campaigns. You can move if you want, Kat, so you're straining your neck. Are you all right that way? So these are just all the previous emails that we've sent, and as you can see, there's lots. So then you can, so if there's an email that you want a video you want to use or a different template, they'll save them as you do it. So there's your template. Now what we can do is you can build from scratch, and you've got these different selections of how you want to do it. You've got the newsletter one, right column, left column. If you're very good at your own coding and HTML, you can use that, so we don't really go there, and text only. So we'll just choose newsletter. And then you're going to have your subject line. So this is actually what the person would see when they get your email. Now remember, if we go back to the whole sales we talked about before, having your subject line, that's the first thing someone's going to see. So it usually needs to be something that's going to hook people in to open your email. It's important. So there, you have to be quite selective of what you put in that, especially if it's something that you want people to open and engage with, or if it's a, sometimes you can have quirky subject lines to get people to engage. So let's just put test in there, and we go continue. So this has just given me a blank, well, it's given me this. So here it's given us an image, and it's given us some text here. But you can start to change this. So at the side, you've got options to add images. You can add buttons, videos, line breaks, spaces, social links. You can start to customize your email. So it would be a good idea today for you to have a little play with that and look at creating a template of your own so that you can use it time and time again. So when you pull it up, all you have to do is write in the text. So if we're going to choose here a button, you just select it and then you'll bring it across, and it's just like drag and drop. So we've chose the button there. As soon as you choose the button, if you click in there, you can then start messing around it. You can then put the link you want that button to go to. You can change the text on it. You can change the colour, the font size. You can put borders around it. You can pad it out. You can even, where's that? You can do all kinds with it. So it's just a case of you then just messing around. So if we look here, we go background, red. You can start changing what you want. So you could have an email there with a click this button that then takes them to your website, or you could take them somewhere else. So a lot of the time, or if you didn't want a button, what you're able to do as well, if you have a piece of text and you type in and you have a piece of text, you can actually start to create links into your texts. So when you do that, so here's the link. So as soon as you go in the text box, link, then you'll put your link in there. And then when they actually click that, select an action, you can have it, they subscribe to a list, or they go somewhere, or you can have it that they actually go to something completely different. So you can start to customize your emails. Now, when we talked about making your emails personal, this little button here, personalize, this gives you the things that you can start putting in. So it's not showing me my normal list there. Let me have a look. So I've just put email. So if you wanted to have in there someone's email, it would automatically pull it out. If you wanted to put in their full name, you literally click these buttons and it will pull their data out of the information you've got of them. You might not want the full name. So if we're starting an email, we would go, hi, and then we'll go personalize and go first name, so it drops in. And then you can carry on. You just type your email as you would. And then that makes it personalised to a person. That's as simple as it is for that bit. And
that picture at the top bar,
that's just come in there, so that's just an image they've put in. So you can...
Is that on your email?
Yeah, so you can put anyone you want in there. Because this one we chose a newsletter, so it's automatically give us the picture at the top and then the text on it. But there's nothing stopping you moving things around and putting things where you'd like them to go and moving things around. So here you can obviously, like, all the word things here, bold it, underline it, italic, change it, put a link into your text. So if you had something that you want them to download, or you have a link that you want them to go to, like how we have book your call now, instead of just having the Calendly link in there, we would write book your call and then put the Calendly link to that, so they click that blue piece of writing and it takes them like a hyperlink off to somewhere else.